Embark with us on day one of our 4-day cruise to the Bahamas. This was Drew's first cruise, and I went on a couple as a kid, so both of us really had very little experience with cruising and didn't know what to expect. Our embarkation time was really early, and we were able to get on the ship pretty fast. We couldn't check into our rooms until 1:30, so we did a little self-tour of the ship. This is the Carnival Conquest, and I was not shy to immediately start sampling the ship's food offerings. Then it was time to get into our rooms. They had our bags and keys waiting outside. We had an inside cabin with no view. It was very small, but honestly, I was completely fine with it. I fully unpacked all of my clothes and things. I love doing this on vacation. I got dressed for the pool, but then it was time for the muster safety drill. Our boat was randomly selected to do a full safety briefing, which is something they don't do as much nowadays. You can usually do it by yourself as you come on. So this was very chaotic and everyone seemed really confused and frustrated, but we got through it. Then Drew started crying because he missed our son. This was really our first time being away from him, and we of course had very complicated feelings. But then I finally made it to that moment where I was reading by the pool and we were sailing away, and I was so excited. We stayed up by the pool a little too long and had to rush and get ready for dinner and our evening plans. We first went to the comedy show at 7 and we had margaritas. I was so obsessed with the sun setting across the room that I went and sat by the bar by myself so I could watch it go down and giggle at the same time. Then we sat down for dinner in the dining room. This was one of my favorite meals I had the entire trip. I love that there was live music pretty much everywhere on the ship. We went to the all aboard show and then we ended the night with their late night snack. I felt like I was at a wedding, and honestly that's how I felt every single night on this cruise. It was jam-packed.